All right. We're here on our Sunday ruck, handling business, all alone, in the dark, in the cold. We're getting after it. It's been 4 or 5 days since I posted last, but we've been handling business. We've been doing everything we said we're gonna be doing, except for posting. So with all due respect, I made a mistake on that. No. But sometimes when you're posting, like I know I told myself I was gonna post daily for a reason, because I want to reflect daily. But right now it's kind of like what's the word? Like I'm auditing my time, if that makes sense. Like I'm implementing this new schedule, this new program, and I'm executing it. And that's number one on my priority list. Number two on my priority list is going to be reflecting, right? First is about execution, then we reflect and we mitigate and we balance and harmonize from the execution or lack thereof, right? So that's how I'm going to go about it. I'm going to continue to attempt to post as frequently as possible, and hopefully that is daily, but that is lower on the priority list than, right, the fast itself or the workouts itself or, the studying that I'm doing currently for the next parts of these challenges, if that makes sense. So those are the priorities. The reflections are there, and I do need to remember that this is for the documentation, for me, for the family, for anybody else who, is watching. So I understand it's important to a certain extent, but I want to make sure my actions speak louder than my words do, right? While making sure that my word is also impeccable. So that's where we're at with that. And, this is a lonely journey, right? But when you're going through something like this, as I'm walking, as I'm strolling, I'm like 6 miles in right now. I think we got 2 more miles left for today, until we reach the car. But as I'm strolling, I'm thinking like, it's not just the I get to do this versus the I have to do this mentality, but more so it's imagine looking back on these moments from a movie perspective, right? And how glorious and how beautiful and how amazing this movie is going to be, this movie of your life, right? And how privileged you are to be in this position, right? Because not that many people are privileged enough to be in these kind of positions where we have these seasons to really lock in and address every weakness we have, turn them into a strength, make the strengths even stronger, right? Not too many people are blessed enough to have this, or to have the wherewithal and the foresight to do this, to put themselves through something like this, right? And just like sooner than later, these are going to be the moments you miss the most. Right now you miss certain moments, you miss certain people in your life, you miss certain things, but in a few months or in a year, you're going to be sitting back and thinking, damn, remember when you used to do this all by yourself? Remember when the only thing you had to control was your execution? So just different ways to think about this. Different ways to understand this journey. Sooner or later I'm gonna be sitting back and like, damn, remember when you were the only one you had to worry about? When you and your immediate family were the only ones you had to worry about. because sooner than later, you're going to have an empire again. You're going to be building a team again. You're going to be building your comrades again. And less time is going to be given dedicated to you. You're going to have your time, right? But imagine, you're going to be thinking about these moments. Like, damn, remember when all morning and all night and all throughout the day, it was set on focusing on these goals. And yeah, you never know when you're in the best of times until you're not in them anymore, right? Like, there's certain moments I think about and I could visually put myself there, like, damn, how beautiful those moments were, how amazing these people were in my life, how just intense everything felt, as we were obtaining these goals and conquering obstacles together, whether in teams, whether with one-on-one individuals, whatever the case is, right? So imagine being able to think like that about yourself, like, damn, remember when me and me were doing this? Remember when I and I were doing this? It's just a different way to think about it, man. So I know for sure I want to look back on these moments, these pains, these sorenesses, these, right, Achilles, breakdowns, breakthroughs, hours of studying, mental fortitude building, resilience building moments, and just be truly grateful and miss them. But right now we're in them. So right now we're going to enjoy the gift of this present. We're going to continue to enjoy the rest of this stroll. But yeah, I wanted to send this in because I missed way too many days, and just me and me anyways. So I'll be uploading this later tonight. But yeah, let's have a beautiful day. It's Sunday, tomorrow's Monday. Let's continue the marathon of life on Monday. Let's continue to achieve our dreams this upcoming week. The full moon just passed. The wolf moon reminding you who your tribe is, how beautiful it is to be all alone and all in between. So let's continue to get after it. Execute. TSP. Away.